Thought today was a pretty good work day. You saw flashes both sides of the ball. We had some competitive drill work. Try to get a little bit more red zone. Kind of accelerate that. Have an extra week. Just trying to give some different looks. It was good on good, so it wasn't really game plan oriented, but just trying to continue to work those situations. With the extra time that we've had, like where we are in our game plan. I thought guys, did a pretty solid job. Like I said, there was really good periods on both sides of the ball in all three phases. But then there was also some things that we got to clean up and continue to emphasize. Just the push and physicality, the pursuit. Making sure that we get an opportunity to make an explosive happen. Let's go make it. And we had a few opportunities at takeaways today that we didn't finish on, but we need to make sure that we take advantage of those as they show up throughout the course of the practice, and then prepare ourselves to be able to take advantage of those in a game.
Kentron's a guy that seems to be making plays in games in practice.
He is, man. He's just getting better. I mean, and that's Kentron when he came here, he's only played football for maybe a year. I mean, he came in the first class. Has had to put in a lot of work. You see the fundamental growth, you see the physical development, the confidence that's growing. I mean, he's doing an outstanding job, and had a great practice today. Coming off of making plays there in the last game, especially that last catch there at the end. I mean, he's got a great future in front of him, and excited about his continued development.
Fabien, we can see, keeps working his way back. Is his body responding in the manner you guys hope with each day?
It is, and we're going to continue to track it throughout the week. We've got to be smart with him. Anytime you have that amount of time off, I mean, he's worked, really hard in maintaining all the things that he could control with conditioning, with the rehabilitation process. But there's some things that you just can't control, and you got to go through and kind of take it each day that goes by. But we're pushing him. I thought he got some really good work in today, and we'll see how he responds here coming in tomorrow, and hopefully be able to push a little bit more.
When you guys put together the opening, I don't know if it's a script or series, the tempo of the team going down the level, like how do you determine that? I guess practice to practice. What scenario? What situation?
Always. Like today, we worked a little bit of red zone. We've worked a lot on tempo. I mean, tempo plays have been, it's been good for us. It's been good for us offensively. I think we've had an extended work trying to have those moments where we can play fast, and just make sure that guys, regardless of what looks we're seeing or what we find, that we can go out there and execute today. We got a couple of those last week. Today, wanted to get a little bit of red zone. I'm gonna, as we go in this back half, going to continue to try to be able to sprinkle that in the times that we can. And then Wednesdays are always going to be 2-minute drills. I mean, it's critical for us to be able to execute in that time, and so that's something we're always going to do. Just change up situations, try to create something that's new for coaches, players. Sometimes you never you never know what situation is going to show up in the game, and if we can create all of those, here at practice, I think it helps give confidence when they do arise there on game day.
Does that team become like quality back blocker?
He had one of his best plays in the game last week was blitz protection. I mean, nobody talks about it, but I mean, he is an all-around back, and you take the versatility of his skills, and that's what just where he's growing to. I mean, it's so exciting for what we're getting now, and then really for the future of who he is becoming, because his physicality, his toughness, his fundamentals, even though he's not the biggest back in the world, but he plays strong, and it was a 230-pound linebacker blitzing last week, and he stood him up. And I mean, I love seeing that. Like that speaks to Coach Storms. That speaks to the work that he's done. Just being able to create and use that power. Coach Johnson and the techniques and fundamentals, and then a player that's willing to go apply it. And I love that part of his game. And it's really something that nobody talks about, but I'm glad you took notice of it.
How cool is to see him from where he was as a freshman, just physically and mentality-wise, to where as a coach you see that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want in your players. You want to see somebody that comes in the program with talent and ability, and then the work ethic that they put in, the investment that they put in, and to see that start to pay off in his overall growth. And he's a confident player because of that work and his investment. I I think the sky's the limit to what he's going to become, and you just see that, you see those steps every day, and it's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to show up and come prove it every day, and I think he's done that. He's been one of the most consistent players that we've had on this team, and how he shows up to practice daily.
After 3 really intense physical games and not getting the results maybe the team wants, were you concerned at all about how they would kind of process that and what they see?
No, I mean, we want to create those those physical games, and to play the game to the best of your ability, that's what it's got to show up, and especially a part of this program. Physicality, toughness. And I've said this, I say it a lot. Hard work does not guarantee success. You still have to go out there and execute it in the moment. You got to be able to, but there is a way. There is a way it needs to look like, and that's one thing I've been proud of this team. I think the toughness they put on display, the physicality. I'm excited about where we're going. I'm excited about what they've shown. We've got to show up with that same mentality and be stronger, be tougher, be more physical, give better effort, and do it at a more consistent way of our execution. And when that shows up, this is going to be a very tough team to be able to handle. And I've got a lot of confidence in them, and they're putting in quality work to make that happen.
Coming off 3 straight losses to get the bye week, how important is it to set the tone for the rest of the season Saturday?
It's to set the tone today. It's important. You can go through any experience. Last week was critically important for our football team. We've spent 2 days out here on the field, but if we don't come out with the right mindset and the attitude to get better, then you waste opportunities, and you'll never be as good as you could be. The results have not been what we've desired. There's been reasons for that, and it showed it's all phases. It's things that everybody a part of this program can do and be better at. But when you're willing to put in the work, when you're willing to make some of those adjustments, whenever you're willing to challenge yourself on a daily basis to get better, my expectation on Saturday is to see the best that this football team can play. And if we can continue to improve throughout the course of the week, and we'll have a great opportunity to see that.
How's Byron Turner coming along?
Good. Today was the most work that he's gotten. It was great having him early in the season, just especially in some of those special teams units. Just his speed, his physicality. I like it. Right now he's still growing in his role as a defensive end. But getting those game reps, it's huge for his growth, and just the overall mindset that he's going to bring as he continues to grow there on the defensive front. But he's making a great impact in special teams. It's good to get him out today and seeing him you'll really be able to open up, and hopefully as the week progresses, continue to build that strength and be ready to go here for Saturday.
Campbell back at practice today. Can we talk about the progress that he's made?
Yeah, he's done a remarkable job ahead of schedule in his rehab. You put a lot of effort into controlling the things that he can control, and CJ is he's a team favorite. He's one of those guys that just the work ethic, the personality, all things, and he's a very talented young man. And so you'll be able to see him back out. You'll see where it goes on when he's able to get back out there and you'll be full go on the field. But it's definitely great seeing him out at practice, and you're starting to make an impact.